Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. If you're old here, thank you for sticking with me. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. It's the best way you can support what I do and appreciate it as well. So I know all of you or most of you are surprised that I'm coming to you this way. On the day 3, my phone wasn't cooperating with me, so I wasn't able to record footage as I would have loved to, but I did write the points down, so I just wanted to come on here to share it with you guys. There are about 20 points, so let's get right into it. The people who actually were invited to come and have this discussion were Bob Pixel, Akosia Shirley, Odate Mango, and J. Abdullahi, as well as a lady from the Ghana Tourism Authority, but I didn't quite catch her name, so I can't share that on here. Point number 1, share password to find my iPhone. This is obviously limited to the iPhone users, but I have an app on my Infinix Note 5 that helps me track it. Obviously, if I use it, it's going to tell me the phone is in my hand. But then you can actually try, if you're an Android user or you use Windows, like your phone uses Windows, then you can just go on to wherever you get your apps and see if you can find something that'll help you track your phone. You can just have someone download it so that they can and do all that you need to do so that they can track you when you're not around. This obviously for safety reasons. Point number 2, take a pic with someone at the last place with available network. This is when you are going to a place with poor network or no network at all. The last place that you actually have network, take a pic with someone around you so that people are home, and share it with your family and friends so that they know that you were at point A with person B the last time that they heard from you. Point number 3, couch surfing. This is more of a financial tip. Because accommodation is pretty expensive. Like you have to pay $50, which is like 250 cedis for a night at a place with less than basic amenities. So if with couch surfing, apparently people open up their homes for you to come and sleep on their couch. I don't know if it's strictly couch or sometimes maybe a guest room or an extra bed, but you can definitely try this out if you're trying to travel on a budget. TripAdvisor is also there. It helps you get good rates and all of that, so you can also check that out. 5, Google and social media hashtags. This is to find information on the place you're going, the nice spots, where to try, where to be, at what time, if there's someone you need to meet up with, things like that. Also to have like pictures, videos, articles to help you out. Point number 6, this is not really a point, but Akosia Shirley mentioned that she used 3,000 to 5,000 Ghana cedis to tour the 10 regions of Ghana. I think this was somewhere last year when it was still the 10 regions. So that's more like a financial heads up, so you have a fair idea of how much it will cost to do something like touring the 10 regions of Ghana. Point number 7, impromptu traveling on weekends. So if you have a tight schedule or you don't like the whole planning phase of traveling, then you can just do impromptu traveling on weekends. Just pack a small bag or a backpack and just head out, let's say Friday night or Saturday morning, and get back before Monday. So yeah, I think Odate Mango mentioned that he really likes doing that. Point number 8, solo traveling is simpler and quicker, but group traveling is cheaper. So if you're really tight on money, then you probably want to do a group travel because you can actually share cost and all of that. But if you want something that's quick and simple, then solo traveling, because you don't have a lot of people to take into account. It's just you, what you want to do, what you like, and you just go. Point number 9, share your itinerary with people. So I think it also encourages us to actually prepare an itinerary when we are traveling, so that you share it with people, like, I'm going to spend 2 days at A, then 2 days at B, then 2 days at C, so that they know like where you are going from where you are, for security reasons once again. So this is not really a point, but there was a discussion around funding from the Ghana Tourism Authority, and the lady mentioned that you can actually go to the Ghana Tourism Authority and tell them that you want to do this and that, so they should help you with funding. Now, I think a lot of us don't know that that's possible, but apparently you can do that. I did also suggest a refund because I feel like if you're going to ask them for funding, there's going to be high documentation and it's going to take time. So why not let the person actually travel on their own budget? Then when they come back, they show you the pictures, videos, articles, you find them good, you find them useful, then just refund their money for them. Because I think we are in an era where it's very easy to get receipts for some things. Like if you go and buy gas, they are giving you receipts. So to provide receipts to actually show that you actually did incur this cost and therefore they should refund it won't be an issue at all. She did say that that's a great suggestion, but then she used the year of return as an example. If you want to do something like in this particular year, which is the year of return, you can just go to the year of returns the Year of Return Secretariat's website or the GTA website, check out the activities they've planned out. And if you feel there's anything that you can create content around, you can just go to the respective office, talk to them about it, and someone should be able to help you out. So that's another tip. So it's not too late. You can just quickly go and check out their website and walk into their office and have a discussion with someone and see if you can actually get funding to go and tour a region or go visit a place, and just take a video, write an article, take a picture, and just come and give it to them to help with, the whole documentation of, places in Ghana, basically. So she also mentioned that GTA doesn't have a say in the pricing of accommodation, which I think came about because of the issue with the fact that accommodation is quite expensive. So apparently GTA doesn't have a say with that one. So I think the best they can do is the whole rate issue, saying that they should actually charge in Ghana cedi and not dollars, which they've done, but I don't think it's 100% effective yet. I feel like they don't want to do it because if you're going to tell me that a room which doesn't really provide all the basic amenities is 250 Ghana cedis a night, it will sound insane as compared to if you say it's $50 a night. So I think they're kind of reluctant on that one, but I think it will actually be beneficial if they do that, because it will encourage people to actually, patronize their services. Next point, plan ahead and save, especially when working on a tight budget. So save, obviously that's self-explanatory. You can just save so that that okay, in October or November I want to go to A and B. You kind of do your research around how much accommodation is going to cost, how much some particular tours and stuff like that are going to cost, and you just save from, let's say, January if possible. With the planning ahead, it's also the same thing. When you're saving ahead, obviously you plan ahead, but you can, it's also, it's about when, with websites like booking.com, Airbnb, all of that, when you actually book ahead of time, it's cheaper than when you book like the weekend before or the week before. So it's advisable to book 3 months before. But how are you going to book for a service or a product 3 months before if you haven't actually planned for it? So that's another point that they also raised. Another point which also help with expenditure and financing is the timing of your travel. If there is really no reason for you to travel during the festive season, then you don't have to, because during the festive seasons, the cost of everything is higher. A room to be $50 will become $100. A tour experience that's like $20 will become $50. So if there's no need or no particular reason for you to travel during the festive season, then just travel during a regular time in the year, like maybe the middle of the year, not even like the first quarter or the last quarter, because that time of the year is pretty much still the festive season, but you can do like the second or third quarter of the year. That way you can have average or normal pricing for products and services. Next point, be open to opportunities outside Accra. Example, projects, volunteerism, service, she did mention, this was actually raised by J. Abdullah, she did mention that for projects and volunteerism opportunities, sometimes or most of the times, some of the cost is incurred by whichever organization you are doing the thing for. So you can have like your accommodation being catered for, probably transport, you get a little bit of stipend, all of that. But with service, I think we all know that most of the time, if you're going to do your service outside where you reside, you're going to have to take care of literally everything. So personally, I think I'll be geared towards doing more of a project or a volunteerism outside Accra. Because at least I know that even if 25% of the cost is going to be incurred by the organization, that's better than service. So yeah. Next point, have own space like a blog or a website for permanent documentation. This is because, I mean, with social media, anything can happen. You can lose your account, things can get deleted, all of that. But if you have your own blog or website, of course, making sure that you have the whole backup system going on, then you don't have an issue when it comes to permanent documentation. Also, when like an official organization or person wants to work with you, they can just quickly go to the blog or the website and see all that you do, because sometimes people's social media handles or pages have both personal and work stuff in there. You know, you might think you're just traveling for fun, but you can actually, you know, have like a blog, because a blog is less expensive. A website, you have to pay for the domain, the web hosting, so that's a bit more of a financial commitment. If you don't want to do that because you actually don't make money from traveling, then you can just have a blog. You know, you go here, take a pic, write something small about it, put it there. It will shock you that an organization will actually reach out to you and want to fund you to probably go to A and B and then document something there for them. So having your own space like a blog or a website is also something they advised. Next point, be a traveler on the go. So be a travel vlogger on the go. So you can just, you know, you are going to Takoradi for the weekend for work, maybe there's a conference or something, you can just, whilst you're in the bus, take a pic or two. While when you guys go to wherever you're lodging, take a pic or two. If you guys visit a particular place, take a pic or two, just write something about it and share, so that at the end of the day, you are not incurring any huge cost for the, you know, content that you're sharing. Also, it can be a social call like an engagement, a wedding, a funeral, something outside where you reside. Just take a pic or two and share. So at the end, you're like a travel vlogger on the go. You don't actually make a conscious effort to travel. It's like where you find yourself because of a commitment you have, you actually document that. Next point, take quality pics as people can buy them. So if you are actually traveling on the go, they also advise that you actually make a conscious effort to create quality content, whether it's a video or a picture. It doesn't necessarily have to be the best camera or the best phone. You just have to look at the lighting, angles, and of course your editing skills to be able to produce that great picture or video, because people actually can sometimes approach you to buy that picture or that video so that they can use it for their website or whatever it is they need it for. Next point is a tip on public photography. So you can use small cameras instead of, you know, the big camera with like the long lens and all of that, because sometimes when you take that out in public, you know, especially in Ghana, people are kind of going to be like, what are you doing? Where is this going? Why are you taking my picture or my video too? So you can just, you know, take out a small camera. People won't really freak out. If you're using a phone, then I think you're even in luck, because someone might think you're just taking a pic or a video for like personal reasons. Also avoid confrontation. So, you know, don't do things where you're all up in people's faces or people's businesses. If you're going to do that, then you have to seek permission, which is another point that they raised. Also avoid faces. So let's say you're taking a picture of a fisherman in his canoe sewing his net. Try to avoid his face. You can just take from the side with maybe the sun hitting his face. So his face, you only see the silhouette, not really his features. You know, that way if it's on social media, at least I think he won't be so bothered, because you can't actually recognize him from the picture. but this is also good if you are going to photograph yourself. You know, you don't want your face to be seen, then you can actually avoid faces. You can take your back, your side, stuff like that. Also be polite and respectful when you are actually trying to get people to be in your frame. If they actually reject your offer, or you know, your quest to actually take a pic of what you're doing or them, don't be rude about it. Just say thank you, smile, and go. I think someone mentioned that they actually did that, and the person even called them back and was like, oh, you're quite polite, you know what, on second thought you can come and take the video or the picture or whatever. So I think that's also great. Last point, have small change as an incentive to people. So if you are going to the market to go and record the traders and all of that, you can just have some few CDs on you, so that you know you can buy something from the traders who are actually going to be in your shots. You can also maybe you know, just buy something for a child. Maybe you want to like a photo or a video concerning a child doing something. You can just, you know, get them something or give them the money so that they can actually do what you want them to do. So that's all the points that I jotted down. I don't think I've actually missed anything important. So yeah, that's it. If you were there and maybe there's a point that I missed that you feel like you need to share, then just comment them down below. This officially marks the end of my social media week Accra 2019 series. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage that I got to you, the information that you received. I hope you guys really found it beneficial. I don't know the next program that I'll find myself at, but if I do that, I'm definitely going to let you guys in on what I experienced. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I just want to quickly say that I was a bit disappointed with the SMWAccra 2019. Some programs were cancelled at the 11th hour and all of that. I feel like they should have communicated to some of us prior, you know, but you know, I mean, it's their third edition, so we're just going to pardon them on that. We are hoping that the fourth edition, which is next year, will be way better. Anyways, shout out to them for organizing this program. It's amazing, it's great, all of that. I'll see you guys in another video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good. Love you guys. Bye.